Hi, I'm Sky Head Coach Pokey Chatman. Welcome back to another edition of Coach's Corner. This week we're going to talk about rebounding. It's been said that defense wins games, but rebounding wins championships. And I think it's extremely important that as a coach you make sure your players and your team as a whole buy into the concept of rebounding because it's definitely something that has to be done by all five players. I think it's a player's game. It's about how badly you want it. It's not about skill. It's about will. I think some of the better teams are the teams that have rebounding guards. So often we put a lot of pressure on the bigs, the centers and the forwards to rebound. But when those guards are good rebounding players, I think it really complements your team. In terms of rebounding or the game of basketball, it's really about leverage. So in rebounding, it's about the low man wins. This is true. On the box out, you have to make sure you get lower than your offensive player. You have to get your butt into them. You have to use your elbows. You have to make sure you shield them from the basketball and make sure that you're pursuing the basketball once you do that. So often players will block out, but they don't pursue the basketball, and that's really important. And sometimes you may block out and you may not get the rebound. It's a team thing. I think you need to think of yourself as a mama lion. You don't want to let that predator get between you and your baby, which is the basket. Once you have boxed them out, you make sure you explode, you go grab it, you pursue that basketball, make sure you protect it, get your elbows out. Don't let any of those scrappy players try to get a paw in there and take it from you. Your job as rebounder is not done. The rebound leads to a nice, crisp outlet pass that can help you in the transition game. There's this myth that the person who gets the rebound is the one who boxes out, and that's not always the case. I can attest to that from being a point guard. But all five players must box out. And sometimes the best rebounders don't get the rebound, but they definitely present their players from getting it. In this clip, the shot goes up. You see Epiphany Prince really digging in and boxing out. The teams that have the rebounding guards are normally a lot more successful. Again, 5'7" Courtney Vandersloot blocking out 6'5". She's getting low. She doesn't get the rebound, but Chicago Sky gets the rebound, and we're off to the races. Here you see Sylvia Fowles holding off her man, releasing, pursuing the basketball. Perfect example again. You see Sylvia getting low. You see her blocking out. And Swin Cash gets the rebound. So in recapping, I think it's important to remember that the low player wins. Make sure you get low and get into your man. Make sure you make contact and explode to go get the ball. You have to pursue it. Once you pursue it, it's not over. Make sure you protect it. Get your team off and running in transition. Thank you for joining us again in another edition of Coach's Corner.